Hello everybody, First Month is here today with another new knife for me, but definitely kind of old or very known knife made by Russian Kizlyar, some Supreme company. It is the second knife from them. I got the Strela, I believe it's the Strela throwing knife. Actually, I forget to make the test video about it, but today it's about this knife. This is it. By the way, you can see before I start, today is going on Blade HQ. I couldn't find any price on the Amazon.com. I didn't find price because they call it like it is sold for them. But I bought it for about $157 just for include the shipping, but I bought it here, so the shipping was really not really big part. They are making this knife, the City Hunter, in 3 versions actually. So this is the PGK version. I'll show you here, and as I understand, there are minimum 2 PGK steels. One, the original, is made by company Lohmann. It's German company, very known as the PGK theirs, and there is some as I understand, US company, steel company, which makes the PGK steel, and I don't know what's the difference exactly, but as I heard about the PGK steel, they said, oh, it's like D2 on steroids, so it should be better D2. But on the US PGK steel, I didn't find really like very positive reviews or something like that. It seems to me like I said, oh, this one should be something, kind of super steel, and then I said, oh, okay, it's that steel. So I don't know what's wrong there. So I didn't check that exactly. So the Lohmann, the German PGK steel, they said D2 on steroids. It should be, if the mid range on the top, and it may be some premium steel, but we go to that a little bit later. What I want to tell you is they're making these knife in these, sorry, you can see that 3 versions. The bottom one, the silver, is made of AOS 8. The mid is what I got, the PGK, and the top one with the red scales handle is made of M390. Is of course the premium version. Of course, the price is from the bottom to the top. M390 is even more expensive, much more expensive than this one. I believe for me $60-70 plus. By the way, the two, the AOS version and the PGK, has the micarta scales, but I expected from the picture and from the texturing it is G10, but they said it is not. They call it 3D micarta handles, but on the N390, the red one, should be G10. Don't have that, maybe sometimes, but okay, I'll go for that or to the knife very soon. But now I'll show you some size comparing with another knife, which is this Wilhelmsen large despot and this Hest 4 zero tolerance M390, Bark River Mini Aurora, and UTE made by Tops. So you'll see them now. Now we can see the City Hunter here compared to the others knife, which I could call like EDC, or could be EDC even in a town, in urban area, especially this UTE. This one is bushcrafty knife, as we know, Barker Mini Aurora, but as EDC in town, why not, of course. So my favorite now carry a zero tolerance 620 folder, the only folder here. So it is lined from this side, so you can see on the top there is this one is the longest. This one should be like this one should be the second, this one will be third, the City Hunter fourth, and then fifth and the sixth position. But have a look for the edge where it starts. where it starts here or here. So if I move it to this where the edge starts, you see I'm even moving with the measuring tool. It should be like that. Now it's different, because the real edge, if I compare these three knives, this one, this one, this one, the City Hunter has the longest real blade or real edge, let's say, of course. But compared to this one, if I start it somewhere here, they are very close. Maybe the top one, Wilhelmsen Copenhagen Despot Large, has slightly longer handle, but the blade seems to be generally the same, in the same length. So now we check the thickness. It is in the same places, so as it was from the top to the end, so we can see all of them in thickness. This spot is 5 mils, this one is 3.4, this is 4.8, I believe, this is 3.4, maybe even more, I'm not sure now, maybe 3.8, that folder, zero tolerance. This is 3.2 or 3, I can't remember, and this is 5 millimeters in blade thickness, so we can see it here. So the top one and the bottom one are has the most of thick blade, but that's it. So you know the sizes, the comparing. Why I stick them together? Because I believe this knife, the City Hunter, can be one of those. I mean, for the description, why the City Hunter. Of course, the name City Hunter could be, I would say, taken in two ways. One, like if you hunt something or someone in the city, and if you see this nice pointy knife, okay, it could be, probably even the grip is made for that, or just could be the hunter, like hunting knife for the city. Okay, EDC, don't want to go too much to that. But before I start it, it's very important now. You know, guys, I like this, and that's very fresh news for me, because when I prepared this video with all these knives I showed you, I found my UTE 2. I carry it now every day because we are rebuilding some house, so I got it with me on a belt, using occasionally what I need. It's very practical. I very like the knife, like the design. What I don't like, I said, and I think I added some, I write some not the email, but some message to Tops, and ask them if they make this knife, in stainless version, and or if they do the XL version, the longer one, because I want, you know, this is kind of short, even with the blade. Even it's great knife, so I like to have it short, with slightly longer handle and slightly longer blade. That's very important for this review. I took it off from the Kydex sheet now before, let's say, 10 minutes, and look what I found. Yeah, it's corrosion, not on the other side. Never happened to me. I'm not proud of it. Of course, I can take this one off, and I will do. But I was very surprised and kind of pissed off, because this one never happened to me, and I don't know why, from where it is, where I get it. Especially it is just on one side. I don't know. A reason why I bought the knife, and that's where these topics sticks together. I'd like to have this knife, as I said, with slightly longer handle and slightly longer blade. And trust me or not, when I got this knife into hand, I said, wow. It's one of the knife when you get in the knife and into your hand and you said, wow, it's really sticks with you. It's absolutely there. In the thickness comparing, I will put them together like that. This should be 15 millimeters. This is slightly over, but we got plus size here than here. I got really slightly longer blade, longer handle. If you see here, I'm watching from the side, so I just see the hole and the rest of the handle. If I got this one, I can't see the handle here. So if that will be plus 1 centimeter, I'm there. This is 7.5 centimeters, 7 centimeters, or less than 3 inches real cutting edge. This is a longer one. I go to the details, but this is of course a longer one. Okay, I can manage it if I want, but for the handling, it's excellent. So this knife in some way could change for me this knife. And to the corrosion, 1095 great steel, but it can rust. I know so many guys said, okay, but you can care about the knife and it shouldn't happen. It happens right now. It's, as I said, I can't remember when this one happens to me before, because I didn't expect it. I don't think, I can't remember I used the knife somewhere where this one could happen just one side. Because if there is, I put it into water, work something like that, I say, okay, I have to care about it because I know. But this one, I don't. I absolutely don't know. And if I got this knife, which is not rust resistant, PGK steel is not rust resistant, but there is some level. Plus, of course, I got the coating, there is, of course, but with the coating is alright. The cheaper version of this City Hunter, made of AUS 8, you're done. There's no problem with that. I mean, compare that to if we are talking about rust resistance. M390, I believe it's also rust resistant steel. So this is kind of premium steel compared to this one. And I believe this knife could change this one for me, especially after this. Otherwise, I love the knife. It's very handy, and that, but what I said, it's somehow too short for me and this thing, and this is more rust resistant and it's probably more slicely and, as I said, premium steel. So I don't need to care about it that. Okay, sorry about that. I go to the details because maybe we'll wait for it. Weight of the knife, 156 grams, which is not too heavy. I believe this one is definitely over 100. You see this one. It's a really big difference in size, but this one feels much more lighter than you expect. I didn't take off the scales, by the way, to check out if this is skeletonized. I don't really care. So 156 grams or 5.5 ounces. The sheath for it, I go back later, is made of Kydex, 55 grams or 2.1 ounces. And the clip, that's important, that's their clip, they use it, I think, or all of their knives, or if not all, most of it sticks, should be stick, this is like a ramp, it works somewhere like that, and the clip by itself goes above this one. The point is, what I don't like on this is this one is really tight. When you take this one on your belt, it really takes time. It's better use something, just lift it up, then put it, attach it onto your belt, and simply to have it in this way. To take it off easily, like say with some kind of tech lock, like this one, this is not the original, but something like that, no way, I can't imagine how I can do that. It's stiffy, I guess it's because these ribs, so this is really hard plastic, so that's why it's probably durable. But for this, okay, you got the knives on your belt, then you came somewhere and you want to take off the knife because whatever, probably you can't do it that easy with this. If you got the tech lock there, which I attached there, the mid tech lock, it's of course much more easier. About the weight, as I said, it seems to be really heavy compared to the small tech lock. I believe this is in half weight of this one. I didn't check it because I don't want to take it off this one, but this one seems to be really heavy. And by the way, this bigger one, this bigger tech lock, or kind of tech lock, which we can attach to any belt, as I know, seems to me much more longer and suitable for, as I said, all belts. I can imagine even the widest soldiers. Sorry. And this one weighs 2 grams more. So this is about 2 ounces, and this is slightly under. Just to that. So we got it all together. If I stick it together, I didn't check the. So I put 156 grams, 50, so 211, 260. 264 grams, everything, I mean include the sheet plus the original clip, 260 grams, which should be for 9.5 ounces, about 9.5, all the package. Not heavy, I must say. With the sheet and the clip, it's simply double the weight of the knife. I believe even the folder, that's why I like it, because when you got this, it looks like these two looks like brothers. I like it, really. So this one seems to be heavier than this one, but of course there is a sheath for it. Okay. Length of the blade, that's something also interesting. 10.5 centimeter, 10.5, but it's real blade. So interesting is, if when I got any other knives, I believe this one or the Tops knives, all of them counted, measured. So you say you buy the blade really from the handle. So this is, they said, okay, this is our blade, and they counted from here to the very tip. Not on this one. They said the blade, real blade or real edge. Or actually, that's the point. The real edge means the real blade or the blade. Not all this part, even this dual, the guard or the ricasso, we can say. No. They count from the sharpening choil here. That's 10.5 centimeters or 4.13. But if we want to know all these, I say steel part or part of steel. Now I got the 2 lines. So the top one, or here from my side, from the left side, is this one. That's the 10.5, and this is the bottom line, which sticks somewhere under the guard, somewhere here in the middle of guard somewhere. That's the line if you make it, and that's 11 centimeters. So they advertise it as a 10.5 centimeter knife, not 11. On the others, what I said, the other company usually advertise it as 11, if that will be this knife. So sometimes you buy something like, oh, I got a knife, 11 centimeters blade. No, you don't. You got 10.5 plus the ricasso. You know, sometimes it could be a deal for somebody, especially for some police check or something like that, where, you know, different states, different length of the blade, and different measuring and these things. Okay. What was also interesting is then, because it came from that, the 10.8 millimeter, so almost 11 centimeters, is the handle, and it goes down here, so not from a real guard, but slightly under to the very end of the handle. That's 10.8 centimeters, so 4.25 of an inch. So nice is, if I hold the knife naturally, something like that, then I got the handle I got a handle 10.8 or 4.25 of an inch. So this one, and this few millimeters, literally few, 2 millimeters, let's say 2, 3, that's the what it goes to the blade length. By the way, the overall length is 21.5 centimeters, which is 8.46 of an inch. So 21.5 centimeters all in, and that's correct. Doesn't matter where you measure it. Sometimes it's interesting to see in this way. The PGK steel, as I said, is in 3.4 millimeters thickness. 3.4 millimeters. I didn't check it, sorry. I broke the caliper because I forget that 3.4 millimeter thickness. How much is it in inches? It's 0.13 of an inch in the thickness, 0.13. By the way, that's why I got it here, the Mini Aurora. That's 0.13. That's the same. That's the same, guys. So these two knives are in the same thickness, CPM 3B, that the PGK steel. This one is, you can see, slightly longer, but what's important, this one has very fine tip, same as this one. This is, guys, very, very fine tip. I made a line, maybe you saw it already. The red line here on the top, that's where the 1 millimeter thickness is. So see that 1 millimeter is where the red line is. Very fine tip. I believe if I'll do something stupid, I'll break the tip. Same as I believe I will do it in this, because I've seen a couple of videos with CPM 3V, too fine tip, broken. It's something different than this one. Okay, I'll try to. Sorry. That's different, guys. Okay. We got a tip, as I said, very, very, very fine. By the way, the knife came. I got it couple of weeks now. I didn't touch the edge, even with steel. The steel original. It shaved when it came, but interestingly, it doesn't slice paper as I want. So it's alright, but you can see, maybe you can hear. Yeah, something is not exactly, but this one, and this is after some using. That's nice, absolutely nice. By the way, what I didn't say, the recommended hardening for the steel is 62 to 63 HRC, guys. So over or above all my knives. I don't have any knife in that hardness. I believe I got 60, maximum 61. I don't know if one of that my knives, I don't know, the Charon 3 is maybe 61, I'm not sure. That Lion Steel M5 should be 60 HRC. So this is absolutely the hardest knife I got, and seems to me it holds an edge very nicely. You can see it here. When I grab it and did a couple of slices to the wood, then I said, I like it. And the holding, guys, even if you say it, you instantly want to grab it in this way, how it's built. There is no any jimping, even something minor. I believe the backside is slightly rounded, so I don't know if this one makes sparks if used in kind of bushcraft tasks, but for the slicing, oh guys, this is, and very, very comfy handling, guys. Very handy, very handy. I like it. Okay, I got this one. By the way, go check the Aurora, Mini Aurora. Where is the convex? I guess I said, or maybe not. I still want to tell you that this secondary bevel is 0.8 of millimeters Again, I said many times, 0.8 is border for me. So what is above, it starts to be not really good slicer, but of course it makes the edge durable. What is down, like for example this despot, which has 0.6 millimeters, it's much better slicer, usually, yeah. But still, even that, you feel it how it bites. It's really nice, guys. We're gonna try this one. Yep. I got two pieces here of that, so I don't want to waste it. So slightly, yes. I would say really very good slicer. I have to press, of course. Try this one again. Because the blade is kind of short, so real edge 10.5 centimeters with this switch, so the real edge slices up to somewhere here, then it goes off. So start from the bottom. Yes, got it. It's nice thick, guys. For the thickness, this is my, I believe, with the, if I don't count folders, only the Mini Aurora is comparable in thickness, because these are the same generally. But description of these knives, this should be pure bushcraft. This should be, I believe, say urban EDC, even self-defense tool. And it is like that. It looks like that. You hold it like that. It's light. It's nimble. By the way, point of balance is more towards the handle. So it's really live in your hand. With the hardness, it is really slicer, guys. Okay, look. I got a rope here. This is 2 millimeters. How many times I said that? Now, the thickness or toughness should be like on paracord. Absolutely no problem. Let's try this one. It's short. It's short, guys. I hope I can handle that. I don't want to waste more of that. I got it, but yes, even it's short, so the grip wasn't secure exactly, but these four, that's 6 millimeters of rope. See that? No efforts, guys. Just pushing forward. Wow. Sorry. This one. No effort, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Try the Mini Aurora. Slice is nice. Nice. It's even better. It's even better. Because the convex there, of course, helps even better. Even better slicer. Difference in between these two knives, if I don't say the 3V and convex and these things, is of course price. I can buy these two knives made of this PGK steel for this Aurora. This Mini Aurora, sorry. It is a great knife. I like it really for the bushcrafty task, but this one seems to be better. And so I got this one here. as I said, guys, this is original edge, used not that many times, but still used for everything. Try if this one shaves. Yeah, I guess yes, it shaves. It wants to be taken on the steel already. You can see the hair on the blade somewhere under that. It's not really that sharp like it was before, but it still can shave. Nice, impressive after all these things I did. About recommendation, of course I can't tell you how good the knife is. I will do some outdoor tests, of course, but for this EDC urban carrying, it's nice because it's kind of compact, relatively thin. I guess with better sheet. By the way, the sheet is all right, you know, and it's there. No run. That's, I believe, this one. Or minor, very minor, very minor. So it's there. I expected this is some kind of plast. Yeah, you can see that there. Hunter. They got another knife, Urban. I believe, yeah, the name is Urban, and it's generally in the same design, but it doesn't have this switch. It's made by Nilox, and I believe maybe plus iOS 8, and it has a hollow grind. But this one seems to me, even the general design looks very close to this one. I like this one more, especially I like to, and that was one of the point why I choose this version. I don't have any experience with the PGK, and I like to try even some kind of harder for such a relatively thin knife compared to the other knives, how this one will work. And as the first thing, as I said, this is one of the knife when you, as I said, you get it to your hand and say, wow, it's there. You feel that for even for a hard slicing, the general shape here allows us this just go forward and just simply do all the slices. I didn't try the food prep or something like this one. It's for the touch, it's very sharp. And I believe if I have tried to add some kind of convex, which I do always with my knives, so it will be even more. Somebody said to sharpen this PGK steel is hell. 62, 63 HRC, of course, means something. So I don't know if I would say, okay, it should be great field steel, but in the other hand, probably to really make it dull, it takes time. That's something like, and with a diamond rod or something like this one, I believe this will be excellent. But that's about the steel. This is a city hunter, so probably the recommendation is to carry this one in a city or urban area generally and use it as EDC for whatever we can imagine there. What I don't want to do with this knife only is any kind of prying, because I'm really worried about this, such a thin tip. As you can see with the cardboard, how it penetrates very easily, which is expectable for such a knife. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, and I hope I said everything. Yes, hope I said everything. Thank you very much. Have a nice time, and see you in the next video. And I hope that it will be some kind of bushcraft or outdoor testing for this knife, because it's really handy. It's my another knife which I carry. Sometimes I swap it with this. As I said, if I got the zero tolerance, sometimes I left this one at home, then take this one, and vice versa. So we'll see. At the moment, I would just positive reaction. Have a nice time. Bye.